Hola, hola. My name is Andy and this is InfoTek channel. Today we'll talk about starting your career in IT in 2023. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy like many other bloggers, but I will say it's worth it. I personally started working in IT many years ago, and I can say it changed my life. Thanks to my teachers and my dedication, I made it work, and my first IT job with Amazon Web Services, which was a very high-end position with the leading IT company in the world. Through the years, I collected a lot of information that can help you start your IT career, and I will teach you what you need to start, what to expect from people or companies who want to hire you, and how to get ready for this job market and for the actual interviews. After my initial research, I realized that I need these 4 things to get started and to get my IT career going. Things you need to start working on your IT career. First, diploma or courses. Second, certifications. Third, IT-related experience, and it's typically 5 years of experience is expected, but don't worry, I will get to each of these topics separately, all right, and we'll try to figure how to shortcut. And number 4 is gonna be get ready for job market in your country, in your area, and basically get ready for the interviews. Now, IT jobs you can start with, and these jobs are in high demand as of 2023. Data engineer or DBA. Basically, it's database administrator, and you'll work with databases such as MySQL, Postgres, Oracle, SQL Server, etc. Cloud engineer, it's going to be AWS, Azure, or GCP related. So AWS is Amazon Web Services, biggest cloud provider. Azure is number 2, and Google Cloud Provider is number 3. All right, but all of them are worth taking a look at and worth your time to get prepared for. Number 3, QA tester automation, quality assurance tester automation. All right, make sure you go to courses. If you pick this path, you go to courses that say tester automation, because manual testers make less money. All right. And number 4, analytics engineer. It's basically non-relational databases. All right. As you go for relational ones, as a DBA, it would be Oracle or SQL Server, for example. And when you are analytics, you work with data warehousing, something like DynamoDB or Redshift, which is AWS-based data engine. Number 5 is going to be developer, and that's the hardest one. I would not recommend starting with it, all right, or keep it as a last choice. It's the highest paid job, but it's the hardest one, all right. It will require you to understand 3-tier application design and architecture, and see a bigger picture, and understand that aside of your database that you work on, there is also application layer and separately storage and networking, right? So you've got to see bigger picture, all right? So I would suggest to start with data engineer or DBA, cloud engineer, QA tester automation, or analytics engineer. Salary-wise, I would say tester automation is making less money. It should be at around $95,000 per year if you can prove a little bit of experience on your side. Then second one is probably gonna be DBA. Should start at around 110K a year. Then cloud engineer, you can expect to be paid 120K a year. And developer is a little bit more than 120, but again, as I mentioned, that's gonna be the hardest path to follow. Now, when I'm back to my laptop, let me introduce you to the way I researched and I found a job that paid 4 times more than my previous jobs, and I got benefits and all the cool stuff that makes the quality of your life better. So let's start with bullet point number 1, diploma or courses. We will research, and my showcase is going to be, let's say you don't have diploma. In my case, I had it from my country, right, from Eastern Europe. Maybe you have something like that and you can count your subjects towards IT related, all right, and show them as IT diploma. Very often it's hard to translate from one language to another, right? So you say it's computer science and no one actually knows what it's called like in your country, right? If you're from Bangladesh or Ukraine or Russia. But let's start with the point. You have no diploma and you have to rely on courses. You basically go to Google search and type something like IT courses, and then put your area. In my case, it's Washington, D.C. and enter. You will find something. Instead of Washington, D.C., you put whatever country you're in, or zip code, or state, and look for something like best IT classes, right, in Washington, D.C. And it's not only giving you the name of this course and what kind of certificate you will get, but also how much you have to pay and how many hours you'll have to study. All right, that's important. You will see other courses can be a lot more expensive, or let's say less expensive, like this one, right? Pick from whatever area you're interested in, like let's say it's like SQL databases, right? Or cybersecurity, or tester automation. Check how much it will cost, how many days, weeks, or month you need to spend, right? And just enroll in this course. Next step would be certifications, and it's not really related to your course. It's something on top of what you study in your courses, all right, aside of you taking classes. You can type something like certification program or AWS certification program, because AWS is the most common one. But here I can show you, let's say, 6-month online training course, all right? You can pick AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, and 90 more cloud providers. But these 3, AWS, Microsoft, Azure, and Google, are most common and most desirable by employers. All right, this is what they will be looking for in your resume. Okay, then you go down on this page, choose the program you're interested in, and to get started, you can pretty much enroll or live chat with someone who supports this web page, and they will basically explain that they have microservices, big data or analytics, cloud security, private cloud, and so on. I'm pretty sure they have databases and they have tester courses. That's how you go about that. And after you're ready and you got 1 or 2 certificates, maybe something on Windows server, maybe something on SQL server, maybe something in like analytics engineer, certificate of completion. By the way, it's not even a certification where you need to take an exam that counts. Also, if you listened to a course, you will get certificate of completion by the end with your name and date and everything, and how many hours or month you spent, right? And it will count, all right, when you put it in your resume. Employer will pay attention to that. Then you can basically go to ziprecruiter.com or Glassdoor or monster.com, any of these websites where you upload your ready-to-use resume, and you will start looking for a specific job that you're interested in. Let's say you picked a job of database administrator, DB admin, right? DBA. You can go to ZipRecruiter and say, for now, let's say I'm just browsing, right? But also you can say I'm looking for a job right now. I will pick I'm browsing because I have a job, right? And I'm looking for a job but no rush, right? Or I'm just browsing, and next. Here, what do you have? Do you have a specific job in mind? And you say yes, because you DBA, you want to look for DBA type of job. So in job title, you type DBA, and it gives you already some DBA developer, DBA on SQL Server, DBA on Oracle, and so on. Let's say you want to be a DBA SQL Server, if that's your database of choice, or pick MySQL or Postgres or whatever database you've been studying. All right, then it's asking you, you want to play in office, you want to be hybrid or remote. Hybrid is like a couple of days you work from office, a couple of days remotely, right? So I say I want 100% remote and anywhere in the US because it's remote, right? So it gives you more opportunities and more offers. And by the way, right here, you can see DBA SQL salary. And you can see what you can do from intermediate to a experienced. You see, it's almost 140,000 a year. Okay, nationwide, it's still more than 90. Typically, like since I'm in Washington DC area, if you are somewhere in New York, Washington DC, Los Angeles, like bigger cities, it will be more than that. All right, if you are in a rural area and far away state, it might be 90 or less, like 87 maybe. And then you click next and you get actual positions, all right, to which you check the salary. Let's say I like this 94, right, almost 95K a year, and it can go up to 140. And I say looks good and just continue to that particular job. Apply, all right, submit your resume and so on. That's how it works in details.